Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start the next poem of our syllabus, Amanda. The title of this poem is Amanda, as it is the story of Amanda, a teenage girl. Dear children, before beginning the poem, let me ask you one question. Do you like that when every time someone is controlling your life? When every time someone is giving you instructions? Yes, your answer will be no. The same feeling is shared by Amanda in this poem. Here, one stranger is the continuous instructions given to Amanda by one of her parents, especially it seems her mother is instructing her. And the second stranger, the stranger followed by the instructions, is the thinking of Amanda, where she is trying to escape from the realities of her life. So let's start the poem. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, hunch meaning bend. Amanda, stop that slouching, meaning sitting in a lazy way, and sit up straight, Amanda. Here, Amanda is repeated 3 times, and anaphora is used. What is anaphora, dear children? It is the repeated use of a word that starts off 2 or more lines. You can see here, don't bite your nails, don't hunch. The 2 lines of the stranger is starting with the same word. So this is called anaphora. Mother is saying, don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't eat your nails. And don't bend your shoulders. Sit straight. Stop sitting in a lazy way, Amanda. Now, after that, Amanda is thinking. This is here metaphor is used. Metaphor is a figure of speech of comparison where comparison is made but comparative word is not used. There is a languid meaning relaxed, emerald sea, green color, sea, where the sole inhabitant is me. Inhabitant meaning dweller, one who is living. A mermaid drifting slowly, drifting meaning carried blissfully, slowly, happily. Now Amanda wants to escape from the realities of her life, and she compared herself with a mermaid. Mermaid is half woman, half fish. This is the character. And she said that I want to inhale free and independent air in the green sea, where I want to carry it slowly, happily, where nobody would be there to instruct her. Again, in the next stranger, Amanda's mother is giving certain instructions. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Here again, anaphora is used. Did you finish? Did you? The stranger starting with did you, did you. Again, Amanda's mother is asking. Amanda word is repeated here. Amanda's mother is asking, had she completed her homework? Room is clean and she had cleaned her shoes or not? Again, Amanda is drifting in the sea of imagination. Again, she wants to be something else. I am an orphan, roaming the street. The patron, soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Now Amanda wishes she should be an orphan. She should be an orphan. She should not have parents, because parents are giving continuous instructions to her, and she wants to roam bare feet in the street where she could make her footprints on the dust because of the barefootedness. And now she wants that silence would be golden for her. That silence is golden color. She describes that silence would be beautiful because their mother would not be there to nag all the time. And that freedom, that liberty would be awesome. This was the thinking of Amanda. Again she is imagining, metaphor is used, she compared herself with an orphan. Now again, Amanda's mother's instruction. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, meaning pimples, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I am speaking to you, Amanda? Again, Amanda, repetition is there. When we try to emphasize something, device of repetition is used. Now she is checking Amanda to eat chocolate because she says pimples will grow on her face. Because Amanda is a teenager, it seems this line confirms it. And she says that, will you please look at me. I'm speaking to you. When somebody is talking to you, you should know how to look at. You don't look when somebody is talking to you. So again the instructions mother is giving. Now again Amanda skips. I am Rapunzel. Now allusion is presented in this stanza. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil. Tranquil meaning peaceful, calm. And rare meaning very seldom happens. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. She says, I wish I would be Rapunzel. Rapunzel there is the story, a girl in a fairy tale, her name was Rapunzel. She was in love with someone, so just she had to escape with him. So they hide somewhere in a long tower. And there were no stairs in that tower. So she used to bend her long hair. And her prince was coming using those long hair. So now she said that I wish I would be Rapunzel. And I would enjoy on tower, I would enjoy the solace. I would enjoy the calmness, peacefulness that is absolutely rare. And I will certainly never let down. I will not show my hair to anyone. So as a result, nobody would be able to disturb my peace on that tower. Because I am not going with anyone from that tower. I will not lose that independence, that liberty. Stop that suckling at once, Amanda. Sulking meaning in a bad mood. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. Now Amanda's mother is again giving instructions that Amanda, your mood is always bad. And mostly your nature is very unstable. Amanda, anybody would say that I am nagging, I am harassing you. I am continuously giving instructions to you, Amanda, but nobody sees that you are not listening to me. Here, alliteration is used. Alliteration is a figure of speech where consonant sound is repeated. Stop that sulking. Stop sulking as sound is repeated. That is why alliteration is used. In Hindi, we called it Anupras Alankar. See, now this way it seems that Amanda's mother was forced to give her so many instructions because Amanda must not be listening to her. So Robin Callan is the poet of this short poem, and this way we had seen that in one stanza Amanda's mother is giving her instructions, and in the second stanza, following stanza, Amanda is trying to escape from the realities of her life, and she wants to settle down in the